Welcome to Nathan Donsky Field in San Angelo, Texas for Central Bobcat Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. I am Sean Lavelle in the booth today. Nice non-windy day today, about 95-ish for the Central Bobcats. Fourth place and playoff-bound Central Bobcats taking on Odessa High here on Senior Day/night. We've had flowers given to moms, dads pitching, throwing out the first pitch, and we're just about ready for some baseball here. The game was rescheduled from Friday due to rain, and the last regular season meeting, the Bobcats clinched the fourth place playoffs and final playoff spot in District 2-6A after beating the same Bronchos, and we're gonna see if they can't get a little bit of momentum heading into the playoffs and see if they can't make a little noise, shake things up, and who knows, man, it's high school sports. They might even win a state title. We just don't know. That's the fun of the playoffs. The Bobcats and Broncos both come into the game tied at a 6-10 record in district. But with that being said, the Broncos could win, making it 7-11, tying the Bobcats, but the Bobcats have the season edge over them, winning, I believe, 3 of 4. This is the fourth game. So with that being said, we will do the lineups. The first pitch is coming up. Once again, this is Sean Lavelle for Concho Sports Network, and we will be right back.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttex.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Joining us today here at Nathan Donsky Field. This is Sean Lavelle again for Concho Sports Network. They are introducing the visiting Odessa High Broncos at this time. Next up will be your Bobcats. I am going to go ahead and run down the starting lineup for the Bobcats. Batting first for the Bobcats will be Kaisis Nelson, playing center field. Batting second will be Ethan Green, third baseman. Or number 8, Landon Cowley, the designated hitter. Batting third is going to be Dylan Abbott, the shortstop. Fourth is Ryan Ramon, the first baseman. Fifth is Ty Casey, right field. 6 will be Reed Sampson, the catcher. Number 7 will be Jacob Charles, the pitcher. Number 8 will be Nick Rivas, the second baseman. And batting last and 9th will be Thomas Obermiller, left field. And today we do have Jacob Charles going for the Bobcats on the mound today. Charles is a strong pitcher, and let's just listen in and get some of the feedback from the crowd as the Bobcats are being introduced.
And right field, Ty Casey. Behind the plate, catcher Reed Sampson. On the mound, pitching is Jacob Charles. Second base, Nick Rivas. And left fielder, Thomas Obermiller. The remaining Bobcats are Caden Box, Trayton Snelson, James Plackey, Juan Diego Lagunas, Gavin DeLauer, Garen Hart, Stryler Price, Jacob Saldivar, Caden Highmaster, and Eduardo Luna. The Bobcat coaches are head coach, the one, the only, Patrick Henry. Assistant coach, BJ Patillo. Assistant coach, Mickey Scott, Zach Latta, and Chris Weber. Today's trainer is Coach Leon Pratt. Now please, rise and remove your caps as we honor America and those serving our great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
So with the playing of the national anthem, that gets this last District 2-6A game underway between the Bobcats of San Angelo Central and the Broncos of Odessa High. Today, pitching for the Bobcats is Jacob Charles. Catcher, Reed Sampson. First baseman, Ryan Ramon. Second baseman, Nick Rivas. Shortstop, Dylan Abbott. Third baseman, Ethan Green. Left fielder, Thomas Obermiller. Center fielder, Kyler Nelson. And right fielder, Ty Casey. That is the starting lineup for the Bobcats. And, you know, like I mentioned earlier, the last time either of these two teams played was last Tuesday before West Texas got hit with that big, almost tropical depression. But the last time these two teams did play was last Tuesday, and the Bobcats got the better of Odessa High, winning the game 13-2 to clinch that fourth and final playoff in District 2-6A. So now we're just waiting for the warm-ups from the Bobcats, and then we'll get this game underway. Some fun facts about the game. Some of these Bobcats will be going on to play either junior college baseball or Division II, Division I, and one of them in particular is Kyson Snelson. He's going to be going to Oklahoma to play for Northern Oklahoma College. It's a junior college, and Tonawaka, Oklahoma. So we're going to wish him well and hope he can, do good for his career up there in Oklahoma next season. Batting for Odessa High is Isaiah Rodriguez, third baseman. And we got Jacob Charles on the mound. There's the windup, and that one's going to be just a little outside for ball one. Nice, warm, humid day here in San Angelo, Texas, as Charles winds up again. That one's a little low and to the outside. So the count is 2 balls, no strikes to Rodriguez. He painted the outside corner on that one, so Charles now has a strike under his belt for today's game. That's going to be a pop-up, and shortstop should have no problem with that. Dylan Abbott, the shortstop. So 4 pitches in the books, 1 out for the Bobcats. And up to bat now is number 2, Gabriel Avila. He is a second baseman for the Broncos. Going to be batting left-handed. See if Charles has any struggles with lefties. There's a first pitch for strike 1, so I would assume that would not be an issue. And Charles is ready for pitch number 2. A little bit high for ball 1, so the count is 1-1 to Gabriel Avila. That one's going to be fouled back over into the Odessa High warm-up area. So the count's now going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes to Gabriel. Just a little outside. The catcher, Sampson, wanted that call for strike 3. The home plate umpire did not want to give it to him. That'll be the first walk of the game for Charles. It looks like they didn't have all the pitching rubber there on the mound, so one of the other teammates from the Bobcats brought out the pitching rubber. Charles looks over at first base to keep the runner true. As Alex, the shortstop for Odessa High, comes in. Alex Sedena. Pitch over to first base. That move right there is just to keep the runner held to first base so that he doesn't get too big of a lead and try to steal second. That one's going to be hit into deep left field and gone. Home run for Alex Cadena, the shortstop for Odessa, and that's going to put the Broncos on the board first with a 2-run blast by the shortstop. Some of the Odessa High players knew that thing was gone as soon as it left the bat.
Now batting number 17, Wiki De Leon.
So Alex Adena, the shortstop for the Odessa Broncos, puts them on the board. And now up to bat is Mr. De Leon, the first baseman. And then first pitch to De Leon is a strike. Second one is a foul tip, which would be another strike. Just a bit outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to De Leon, the first baseman. Ball was misplayed by the catcher, so that's going to be ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the batter. We do want to welcome you here to Concho Sports Network. We are going to be bringing you the whole baseball game today. We are having some audio difficulties, so we do apologize for that. The batter thought that was ball 4, thought it might have hit him. The home plate umpire not having it. I think he's going to confer with his counsel and see what happened. De Leon claimed that it hit his right elbow. So after a bit of a talking with first base umpire, I guess it was ruled that the batter stepped out of the batter's box on that, so that's an automatic out. So now we have 2 outs in the bottom or the top of the first, with Guerrero, the pitcher, at the plate.
That ball near his arm.
Takes a ball that time for a count of 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You
got it.
There's a pitch from Charles. Paints the outside corner for strike number 2. And it swung on in strike 3. Ball was misplaced by the catcher, so he had to throw over to first with no problem to end the top of the first. And we have a score of 2-0. We will be right back on Concho Sports Network.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex, 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Welcome back to San Angelo Central Bobcat Baseball here at Nathan Donsky Field in San Angelo, Texas on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union and also the first inning sponsor, Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road. Anybody needing a good meal, head on over there. Tell them Concho Sports Network sent you and enjoy. So it's been a up and down season for the Bobcats. Started out great, had a little bit of a lull, but when they needed the wins, they got it done to get into the playoffs. So leading off for the Bobcats today is going to be the center fielder Kyson Snelson, number 2, and he's going to be going up against the pitcher Guerrero, who just struck out for the Broncos. Snelson digs in, ready for the first pitch. That ball was a little bit outside for Guerrero, so that's going to be ball one to Snelson. Like I mentioned earlier, Snelson will continue his playing career at Northern Oklahoma College. It's a junior college in Oklahoma, so congratulations to that young man. There's the pitch, and he gets him a strike.
Was that a strike?
Counts 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's going to even the count at 2-2 to Snelson, center fielder, who's had a really good season for the Bobcats. He's like a little spider out there in center field, tracks down a lot of fly balls and makes some outstanding plays out there in center field. That's hit back up to the pitcher, routine, over to first base. So that'll be out number 1 for the Bobcats, as they do trail the Odessa High Broncos here in the bottom of the first, 2 runs to nothing.
Number 8, Landon Cowley.
That's right, number 8, Landon Cowley, the designated hitter for today's game, is batting now for the Bobcats, as he digs in for the first pitch, and he hits it out towards left, and it's going to go foul. So that'll be strike 1 to Cowley.
And it's already counting.
Bobcats come into today's game 7-10 in District 2-6A, and the Broncos are 6-11 in District 2-6A. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cowley. He fights off another pitch, and that's going to go out of play, and that's going to be strike number 2. Dug in and hit towards the hole between first and second, and Cowley will beat the pitcher to first base. So that's an infield single for the Bobcats.
Yeah, fixed it.
Cowley really got on his horse and outran the pitcher to first base. So congratulations to that young guy. Next up for the Bobcats, the shortstop Dylan Abbott.
When you press that button, it's like quiet the music down, and then you let go.
Abbott, one of the seniors that was honored at the beginning of tonight's game. And they seniors delivered flowers to the mothers, and the fathers of the seniors got to throw out the first pitch of the game. So that was a nice moment for all these seniors that are going to be graduating this year. That's hit over to the shortstop. Shortstop misplays it, so safe at second and first. So the Bobcats got a little bit of cooking going on with runners on first and second, with Ryan Ramon, the first baseman, number 24, coming up to bat. Talk about somebody that has some powder. Ryan Ramon has some power. He is very capable of putting the Bobcats up with one swing of the bat. There's a swing, hits it in the hole to shortstop. And they did get the lead runner there at third, so Odessa got one more out, so they now have 2 outs. Next up, right fielder Ty Casey, number 10 for the Bobcats, as he's getting instructions from the third base coach.
Now batting number 10, Ty Casey.
Not only is Ty Casey one heck of a baseball player, but he's a darn good football player too. We got to watch him a couple of Friday nights this season. So an all-around pretty darn good athlete. As he takes strike one. Guerrero's looking back at second. Settles in, is ready to throw to home. It's going to be just a little bit inside for ball one. Counts 1-1, 2 outs, runners on first and second for the Bobcats, who trail this game 2-0. Guerrero's ready to throw. That's going to be hit over the second baseman's head into right field, and that should bring a run in for the Bobcats. So they cut the deficit in half. It is now 2-1. Ty Casey with an RBI single here in the bottom of the first. Number 25, Reed Sampson, the catcher, up to bat now for the Bobcats.
Now batting number 25, Reed Sampson.
Guerrero looking back towards second. Just caught that outside corner for strike one. You got Jacob Charles, the pitcher, on deck for the Bobcats, as Sampson is dug in and ready for pitch number 2. That's going to be a wild pitch outside. The catcher cannot find it. That's going to advance the runners to second and third. So the Bobcats threatening to tie the game up here in the bottom of the first. Runners getting their instructions from the third base coach, as well as Sampson. The count now is 1-1. As Guerrero looks at the catcher, gets his pitch, catches that outside corner again for strike 2. 2 outs, 2 strikes, runners on second and third for the Bobcats, trying to knot this game up at 2. And that just did miss being fair for Sampson there. Okay. Just a little bit left of the foul line there. So now we have 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nice warm day here in San Angelo, Texas. It's going to be a pop-up, and the pitcher tries to get to it. So the count's still going to be 1-2 to Sampson with 2 outs and runners on second and third. Jacob Charles on deck for the Bobcats, so if Sampson can get a walk or get on, driving a run, we'll have pitcher versus pitcher. That one was a little bit high, so it's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes is going to be the count to Sampson as he steps back in the batter's box. Guerrero making sure all of his equipment is working still. It's going to be fouled back into the screen by Sampson. I believe that's pitch number 7 of this at bat. Sampson not wanting to give up on getting some kind of run or positive play here for the Bobcats. That's going to be a little high again, so that's going to be a full count now to Sampson. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs and 2 runners on here in the bottom of the first. This first inning is presented to you by Wingstop on Knickerbocker. Give them a call, they deliver, or just go by and see the guys at the restaurant. That's going to be inside, so that's going to load the bases there for the Bobcats. That's going to be pitcher against pitcher now, as Jacob Charles will be batting and Guerrero will be pitching for the Broncos. Number 4, Jacob Charles.
Number 4, pitcher Jacob Charles
steps into the batter's box, got his instructions from the third base coach. As Guerrero has worked himself into a little bit of a pickle here. That one's fouled back into the screen for strike 1.
Count the pitch already.
So only when it's full.
Here's the windup and the pitch. It's going to be outside and stopped by the catcher. That could have been disastrous. Good thing that catcher got in front of the ball, Andrew Valdez. Here's the pitch from Guerrero. That's going to be a ball. So it's going to be 2-1 to the pitcher, Jacob Charles. As Central has the bases loaded, looking to at least tie up this game. That's going to be hit in the center and caught by the center fielder. Good catch out there by Estrada for the third out. So at the bottom and end of the first, the score is the Odessa Broncos 2, San Angelo Central High School Bobcats 1. This is Concho Sports Network, and we will be right back after this break.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex, 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttex.com.
Angelo R.
Welcome back to San Angelo Central Bobcat Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. This is the top of the second with David Sanchez up to bat for the Broncos. Hey fans, would you like to watch Concho Sport Network on your TV live and in high definition? All you have to do is install the CSN Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on their device just by searching the Concho Sports name. We invite you to check it out for the best viewing experience possible. So top of the second for the Bobcats. It does not look like Jacob Charles is the pitcher anymore. It's going to be number 5, Ethan Green. So a pitching change there for the Bobcats in the top of the second, with Ethan Green pitching now for the Bobcats. So the count is 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count to David Sanchez, the right fielder for the Broncos. Strung out and swung on and struck out. That's going to be the second strikeout for the Bobcats, first for Green here today.
Next up, number 11, Jose Luis Chavez.
Next up for the Broncos is number 11, Chavez. I do apologize. I have number 11 down as Joe Louis Charles, left fielder for the Broncos. Count is now 0-2 to Charles. As the Bobcats might have found a little spark here pitching-wise, going away from Charles and going to Ethan Green.
You should come here on call for us.
That one's going to be fouled back into the warm-up area for the Bobcats. Ethan Green, number 5, started this game at third base and now pitching for the Bobcats. Count is 2-2.
No.
Swung out. That's 2 strikeouts for Ethan Green. Back-to-back strikeouts for the Bobcats. Now up, number 20, Andrew Valdez, catcher for the Broncos.
Number 20, Andrew Valdez.
That one's in there for ball 1. Wind up in a pitch that's going to be outside for ball number 2.
Ball 2.
Swung on. He was way behind that pitch, so that's going to be strike 1. Counts now 2-1 to Valdez, the catcher for the Broncos. That one's fouled back into the screen for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 across the board, and the top of the second here for the Broncos. Hit down the first base line, foul.
I was hoping to play at A shoe flag, but they played the
There's the pitch, and he got him. Strikes out the side, so that's 3 Ks for Green in that top of the second there. So it might look like the Bobcats found the pitcher for the rest of today. We will be right back with you here on Concho Sports Network.
Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month. with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Welcome back to Central Bobcats Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Now up to bat for the Bobcats. I believe that's number 6, Nick Rivas, second baseman. Top of that second inning, Ethan Green, the relief pitcher for the Bobcats, struck out the side. So that's 3 quick strikeouts for Ethan Green to cap off the excitement from the top of the second.
Number 6, Nick Rivas.
And here's the pitch from Guerrero to Rivas. Going to be a little high for ball 1.
I'll let you when they walk in.
On deck for the Bobcats, number 9 left fielder Obermiller. That's going to be ball 2. So the count to Rivas is 0-2 with nobody out, bottom of the second. The windup in the pitch. Finds a strike zone on that pitch, so it's going to be 2-1. Count is 2-1 to Rivas. Wind up and pitch. That's going to be hit over to the second baseman. Fields it, throws it over to first for the out number 1. So 1 out for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the second, as they still trail the Broncos 2-1. And up to bat now is Thomas Obermiller, left fielder, number 9 for the Bobcats.
Now batting, number 9, Thomas Obermiller.
That's going to be inside and almost hit Obermiller for ball 1. Wind up in the pitch. That's a early swing there by Obermiller for strike number 1. Just a little out in front of that ball. Counts 1-1 with 1 out. Hit over the second baseman, and it was trapped but got through. And the outfielders didn't seem like they wanted to fill the ball. So that's going to be a slide into second double for Obermiller. And the Bobcats have a little bacon cooking here in the bottom of the second.
Now batting, number 2, Tyson Snelson.
Back to the top of the order for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the second, as they do have 4 hits in the game so far. So number 2, Kyson Snelson, is batting, the center fielder. That's hit into the gap. It's going to be a rundown out there in between second and third. Snelson goes to second, and Obermiller gets pretty much tackled on the infield. I didn't think this was football, but
No, it's 2 out.
you know, it is what it is, and that was an out. So now the Bobcats have 2 outs.
Now, in play.
2 outs, bottom of the second, runner at second for number 8, Landon Cowley, the designated hitter in today's game.
Now batting number 8, Landon Cowley.
Cowley had a nice double in the first inning to get that 1 run across the board there for the Bobcats in the top, bottom of the first. That ball's going to be outside for ball 1. Cowley, the designated hitter. Guerrero looks back at second, throws to home for ball number 2.
Yeah, I forgot he got out. He got out.
And there's the pitch. That one's going to be in there for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Action over in the Odessa High bullpen.
This is your boyfriend guy.
That's going to be strike number 2. I don't think Cowley agreed with that one, but not going to win an argument with the umpire. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the second for the Bobcats. That's going to be hitting the gap in between short and third. That's going to score a run as it's misplayed by the left fielder. RBI single for Cowley. So the game's knotted at 2 now, as there are multiple pitchers warming up for the Odessa High Broncos.
Now coming up to the plate, number 13, Dylan Abbott.
Shortstop Abbott in for the Bobcats now. Steps in. Looks at Guerrero. Guerrero fires a pitch in. Fired over to first by the catcher, Valderez. Just trying to keep that runner true to first base. So the count's 1 ball, no strikes.
That's good. Tie that now.
That was in on the hands. He fought that pitch off, and that was popped, and third baseman caught that ball, Rodriguez. So 1 run on 2 hits for the Bobcats, and we have a tie game at 2-2. You're watching Central Bobcat Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We will be right back after this.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Welcome back to Central Bobcats Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. This is going to be the top of the third for the Bobcats. And number 13 is the pitcher now.
Bobcats, number 13,
Which is Dylan Abbott, who was playing shortstop. So Abbott goes to the mound, and number 5, Green, goes back to his home over at third base. Number 7, Madrid, the DH for the Broncos, takes strike 1 from Abbott.
You're gonna mess up the pitch count.
Abbott fires in another strike. Not really sure what Skipper Henry is doing with all the different pitching, but seems to be working for the Bobcats. That's another strikeout as a whole for the Bobcats. First strikeout for Abbott. As now we're going back to the top of the lineup there for the Broncos with number 3, Rodriguez, the third baseman, batting for the Broncos. Abbott fires another one in there. This time it's a ball. Abbott seems to have a very, very strong arm. And that one's going to be strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike to the Broncos. Third baseman. As Abbott winds up and delivers another pitch, 2 balls. 2-1. Top of the third. Here at Nathan Donsky Field in San Angelo, Texas. Game time temperature is probably about 95, 96. And Rodriguez takes that pitch for ball 3, so 3-1. And Rodriguez will get a walk. Only the second walk today for the Bobcats. Jacob Charles had a walk in the first inning, and Abbott just gave up a walk. Throw over to first, and he got him. So that's number 2. Caught the runner sleeping there over at first base for out number 2. And just like that, the walk is erased. Avila, the second baseman, fouls that pitch back into the screen for 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Abbott. That's a strike. Strike 2. Just a bit inside for ball. Wind up and pitch from Abbott. That's going to be hit into right field. Casey should have no problem with that. For out number 3 for the Bobcats, and we're going to be going to the bottom of the third. You're watching Central Bobcat Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611. for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all.
All right, welcome back to Central Bobcat Baseball and Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We do have a new pitcher in the game for the Odessa High Broncos. Sebastian Carbajal, number 9, is going to be pitching. And in the batter's box for the Bobcats and hitting that back up to the pitcher is number 24, Ryan Ramon, for out number 1. So just like that, 1 pitch, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third, game tied at 2. Pretty meaningless game for both teams. Just kind of have to play out the rest of the schedule for the district.
Number 10, Ty Casey.
Number 14, Ty Casey up to bat. Or number 10, I'm sorry. Hits that out to center field, and the center fielder cannot track that down. And Casey does have some jets, so that should be an easy triple. Yeah, he was never in any real danger there, so that's a triple for Ty Casey. That kid has some wheels. Next up, Reed Sampson, number 25, the catcher for the Bobcats.
Now batting, number 25, Reed Sampson.
Carbajal will try to shake off that pitch. And here's the pitch down to Sampson for ball 1. On deck, number 4, Charles, for the Bobcats. A swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the third, runner on third for the Bobcats. Trying to take the lead here in this District 2 6A finale. That pitch was a little low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that caught the outside corner, so now it's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes to Reed Sampson, the catcher, number 25. Swung on, pop up, into foul territory. So that's still going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes to Sampson as he steps back into the batter box after getting instructions from the third base coach. Foul tip back into the screen. Sampson back into the batter's box for this next pitch. Carbajal delivers. And he reached for that one a little bit. Good save by the fan down there so that it didn't hit that young lady. Two balls, 2 strikes to Sampson, the catcher. That's hit down the third base foul line. That's going to be a fair ball, bringing in a run. Bobcats now claim the lead, 3 runs to 2. with a RBI double by Sampson. Next up to bat, number 4, Jacob Charles.
Now coming up to bat, number 4, Jacob Charles.
Carbajal looks over, looks back to second, ready to deliver to the pitch for strike one. Pretty good turnout here for the Bobcats and Broncos baseball game. Probably 25 to 30 Bronco fans. The rest of the stands filled with Bobcat faithful. That pitch in there for strike 2. So 0-2 real quick here on Jacob Charles. That pitch was a bit outside, so ball 1. And again, more bullpen action over for the Broncos. That one's going to be hit out to left field. Left fielder going back, makes the catch for out number 2. Good catch out there by the left fielder, Joe Louis Charles. Charles versus Charles. And the Bronco, Charles, won that one. Up to bat, number 6, Nick Rivas, the second baseman for the Bobcats. Pitches in there for strike 1. Carbajal not looking too bad on the mound. That ball was a little low and outside for ball number 1 to Nick Rivas, the second baseman. Steps back in the batter box. Stretched on that pitch. Fouled it back into the screen for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Bobcats have put a run on the board in each of the first 3 innings. There's the pitch, a little chopper down the first base line. First baseman covers, makes the tag at first base for out number 3. So, just like that, we are through 3 innings with a score. The San Angelo Central Bobcats 3 and the Odessa Broncos 2. You're watching Central Bobcat Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Best Tech's also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Best Tech's 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Welcome back to Bobcat Baseball here on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We are in the top of the fourth. New pitcher for the Bobcats is Juan Diego Lagunas, number 11. And batting for the Broncos, I believe, is number 10, Alex Cadena, the shortstop. And that's going to be out number 1 for the Bobcats here in the top of the fourth. This fourth inning is brought to you by Wingstop on Knickerbocker for great food. Go see the guys and gals over at Wingstop on Knickerbocker. That's going to be hit out to right field, and Ty Casey tracks that down. That kid, like I've said already in this game, that kid's got some wheels and can track down just about anything. If a NASA shuttle landed out there, I'm sure he could be the first Bobcat out there to greet it. He's a extremely talented young man. So Guerrero, who started off the game at pitcher for the Broncos, is at bat. And that's a bunt that went off the top of the back into the screen for a foul, which would be strike number 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs is the count here for the Broncos in the top of the fourth. The pitch from Lagunas, and that's going to be ball, so 1 ball, 1 strike. And this game is flying by. We're at 1 hour and we're already into the top of the fourth inning. So this game is flying by pretty quickly. Number 6, Guerrero, takes the pitch from Lagunas, and that's going to be strike. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the fourth for the Broncos.
This is like good luck. 2-2-2. Strikeout right here on Juan Diego.
That's going to be fouled over towards the first baseman, and that's going to be caught. So Ramon catches that one for out number 3, and just like that, not even 5 minutes and the Bobcats are out of that inning. You're watching Central Bobcat Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union, and we will be back after this short break.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex, 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttex.com.
Welcome back to Central Bobcat Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. New pitcher for the Broncos, number 19, Villa, who is pitching now for the Broncos, and pitches to Obermiller, number 9, the left fielder from the Bobcats. Throws that one in there for a ball. So just like that, counts 0-2 to Obermiller. Just a bit inside, almost got the batter. So 3 balls, no strikes, no outs. Bottom of the 4th.
No period like that stuff.
Strike 1 for Villa. This is the 4th pitcher used by the Broncos. Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. Kind of how it is with technology nowadays. We're back. Still bottom of the 4th. Up to bat now is number 13, Dylan Abbott. While we were having technical difficulties, the Bobcats' Caden Box flew out to right field, and there was a tag from second to third, and the runner got thrown out. So that was a pitch to Abbott, who hits it in the gap out in right field and has a RBI double. So the Bobcats now lead 4-2. And up to bat number 24, Ryan Ramon, the first baseman for the Bobcats, as Villa is still the pitcher for the Broncos. Here in the bottom is the count to Ramon.
We're playing by every pitch now.
Pitch, ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
That's good.
Runner on second for the Bobcats. Here in the bottom of the 4th, which the Bobcats have already scored a run. That's going to be a hitter's count now with the 3 balls and 1 strike. Ramon looking to do some more damage with his bat here during this game. Runner goes. We'll have to go back. Ball was fouled out into the street over into the neighborhood here by the ballpark. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count to Ramon.
That was 16. Is that the year?
That's going to be hit over the first baseman's head. Fair. That should bring a run in as Ramon gets another RBI. So that's 2 RBIs on the day for Ramon. So now the score is 5-2 in favor of the Bobcats. Next up to bat, number 23, Hammeister, also a Bobcat football player. 2 sports star.
0-0-2.
Pitch to Hammeister for ball 1. Angel Villa, number 19 pitcher for the Odessa Broncos. Came in the bottom of the 4th. Got 2 quick outs. Gave up 2 runs. And now he's battling Hammeister on this count. 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch was fired in for ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. That ball is going to be strike number 2. 2-2 to Hammeister. pitch is hit into left field. It's going to advance the runner to third. So double for Handmeister, advancing the runner to third. So the Bobcats have some more threatening runs on second and third with number 25, Reed Sampson, the catcher, up to bat for the Bobcats. We're going to have a meeting of the minds out at the pitcher's mound. And it looks like we're going to be making a pitching change. So Villa won't make it out of the fourth. And as soon as I can get the number, I'll let you know who that is. It's number 8, Isaac Rodriguez. So we're going to stay here, watch him warm up. Hey fans, would you like to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live and in high definition? All you have to do is install the CSN Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on either device just by searching Concho Sports. That's right, just search Concho Sports on those devices. We invite you to check it out for the best viewing experience. Stay at home, have a cold soda, nice bottle of water. Don't have to be out in the wind or the elements. Would like to thank Wingstop over on Knickerbocker Road for being a proud sponsor of Concho Sports Network. Anytime you guys are hungry on Knickerbocker Road or in the vicinity, stop on by Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road next to Planet Fitness. Go in there. I prefer the barbecue wings, boneless wings. Some of you guys might like it a little bit hotter, but nonetheless delicious food all the way around.
Reed Sampson.
Back to play now. Number 25, Reed Sampson, the catcher, steps in the batter's box for the Bobcats, as Rodriguez is the pitcher. That ball is fouled back into the fence for strike number 1. Bobcats have been active with the bats today. They have 9 hits and 5 runs off of the 9 hits. That one's going to be hit into shallow right, and the second baseman will track that ball down for out number 3. You are watching Central Bobcats Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union, and we will be right back.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to San Angelo Central Bobcats Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. New pitcher for the Bobcats, number 7, James Plocky. Plocky has a super strong arm. Lots of velocity on the ball. Has a really good curveball and fastball. Good crowd here at Nathan Donsky Field in San Angelo, Texas for the Bobcats and Broncos baseball game. District 2-6A finale.
Now batting for Odessa, number 13, Tristan Ramos.
I do believe all the other teams in the district have finished up district play, and we got pushed back due to some weather issues last week. Number 13 is batting now for the Broncos, who is Ramos. That ball's going to be a little outside. For ball one. So Ramos takes ball one. Plocky winds and pitches. Didn't catch the outside corner, so it's going to be ball two. Caught it that time, so 2 balls, 1 strike. Plocky winds up and fires. That's going to be swung on a little late. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the count to Ramos. Hit right back at Plocky, and Plocky is going to carry it over to hand deliver it to number 24, Ramon, for out number 1. Next up, batting number 15, Gonzalez. Gonzalez for the Broncos, batting number 15. I think both coaches are just trying to get all the players in. The last game of the season for the Broncos. Bobcats not wanting to really risk any kind of injury. So just kind of filling out the roster, getting all these varsity ball players a little bit of action. And that first pitch from Plocky is going to be ball 1. Gonzalez a little late on that one, so it's 1-1. After this game, win or lose, Bobcats will be headed to the playoffs. That ball's going to be hit into right, and a diving grab, and I believe that's number 1, Caden Box over there now.
Now batting number 12, Christian Marquez.
Christian Marquez comes in to bat for the Broncos. That was outstanding defensive play by the right fielder out there for the Bobcats. Plocky winds up and fires, ball 1. Swung on, foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Marquez. That ball gets under the catcher and over the umpire for ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that ball is hit pretty hard down the right field line for a foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 5th for the Broncos. Nobody on. That's going to push the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Central leading this one, 5-2. Top of the 5th. And Plocky gets him a strikeout to end the inning. So no hits, no runs for the Broncos in the top of the 5th. Plocky comes in, gets a strikeout, and retires the side. You're watching Central Bobcat Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union, and we will be right back with you.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the
Sounds
game.
cheesy.
We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Welcome back to Central Bobcat Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. This is Sean Lavelle with the call on today's game. Was supposed to be me and Mr. Shea Harris, but due to technical difficulties, I am the lone wolf today. And up to bat now, number 4, Jacob Charles for the Bobcats. And there's a pitch for ball 2. I believe that's Isaac Rodriguez still pitching for the Broncos. That's hit back up to the shortstop. Shortstop over to first and out number 1. So good play by the shortstop for the Broncos. Alex Cadena over to the first baseman, De Leon.
Now batting number 6, Nick Rivas.
Rivas, the second baseman, up to bat now for the Bobcats. Rodriguez delivers. That's hit back up the middle. Shallow center for a base hit for Nick Rivas. That's hit number 10 for the Bobcats. So 5 runs on 10 hits. And they have 6 strikeouts.
Overmiller!
Thomas Overmiller, left fielder for the Bobcats, now steps in as Rodriguez looks back at first. That's hit down the right field line, just foul. A long strike. No balls, 1 strike to Overmiller. Rodriguez is ready. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out with a runner on first. Overmiller stands in. Rodriguez is ready to deliver the pitch. That's going to be a little high for ball 2. Snelson is on deck, waiting for this at-bat to be over for number 9, Obermiller. 3 balls, 1 strike to Obermiller. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Or 5th, I apologize. And Rodriguez issues a walk. The runners on first and second now for Kyson Snelson, center fielder for the Bobcats, number 2. He has played a solid game.
Now coming to play, number 2, Kyson Snelson.
Runners on first and second as Rodriguez looks back at second. Delivers the ball to Snelson. That's hit way, way back and just over the screen into the stands. No balls, 1 strike to Snelson. No balls, 2 outs. As Rodriguez looks back at second. Delivers the pitch. Catcher plays it, but could not handle the ball. So count is still no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. As the Bobcats looking to add to their 5-2 lead. Have runners on first and second. There's the pitch. That's going to be put out into left field. The left fielder is not going to be able to get there. So that's going to score 1, possibly 2. That's going to turn out to be a triple for Snelson. 2 RBI triple for Snelson. As the Bobcats now lead 7-2.
Now coming to the plate, number 1, Caden Box.
Caden Box, number 1, who normally plays second base, is batting now for the Bobcats. Steps out of the batter's box. Gets instructions from the third base coach, and he's ready to dig in. Here's the pitch, swung on, a little late for strike 1. Pitch to Box is fouled back for strike number 2. Rodriguez pitches and gets a strikeout. First strikeout for the Broncos today. So Caden Box goes down swinging here in the bottom of the 5th for out number 2.
Now batting number 13, Dylan Abbott.
Shortstop Dylan Abbott up to bat now for the Bobcats. Hits it back up to second base, who fires over to first for out number 3. So just like that, the Bobcats scored 2 more runs on 3 hits. Now leads 7-2 at the end of the 5th. You are watching Central Bobcats baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Welcome back to Central Bobcat Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. This is Sean Lavelle calling the game here between the Bobcats of San Angelo Central and the Broncos of Odessa High. New pitcher for the Bobcats, number 42, Eduardo Luna. And batting for the Broncos, number 7, that's going to be Jaime Madrid. Madrid takes ball 1 from Luna. Second pitch of this at bat is ball number 2. We have seen Luna pitch a couple of times now during our broadcast, and he has a pretty good control over his fastball, and he has an off-speed slider that, if you're not careful, will sneak up on you. Right now he's behind the count with a 3-0 to Madrid. 3 balls, no strikes, no outs, top of the 6th. As Luna fires in for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Swung on for strike number 2. So Luna's worked his way back to an even count, 3-2 to Madrid, the designated hitter for the Broncos today. And that one was a little outside and low for ball number 4. That's only the second walk issued by Bobcat pitchers today. On the other hand, they do have 7 strikeouts.
Number 3, Isaiah Rodriguez.
Number 3, Rodriguez, a third baseman for the Broncos in the batter's box. Throw over to first. The runner was safe. And that move right there is just to hold the runner so that he doesn't get too big of a lead over there at first. Delivery to home plate for strike 1. Delivery to home again for strike 2. You know, I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this Bobcat team got off to a really good start. Kind of fell asleep, had a couple of injuries, but they have fought back here to claim the 4th and final playoff spot in District 6 2A as Luna fires back over to first. And with that being said, they are into the playoffs regardless of what happens today. And, you know, Coach Henry, says that this team is starting to play good baseball when it matters. So maybe they can make some kind of noise in the playoffs, because it's going to be a whole new season. Everybody's at no wins and no losses. And the catcher throws over to first and gets the runner. So just like that, 1 out for the Bobcats. Beautiful throw by Reed Sampson.
Oh, no. The first baseman.
Beautiful.
First base.
Oh, shit.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out thanks to Sampson's throw over to first. Now the count's 2-2 to Rodriguez.
I got a little excited.
Luna's ready to fire down to the catcher again. That one's fouled back into the fence. No harm, no foul, no pun intended. The count is still 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. As Luna winds and fires, that's going to be hit back up to center, short center, the gap between second and short, for a base hit for Rodriguez.
That was on me.
Only the 4th hit today for the Broncos.
Yeah, I jinxed it. That was on me.
Gabriel Abula, the second baseman for the Broncos, up to bat now. As Luna looks back over to Ramon at first. They definitely don't want the runner to get too big of a lead out there at first. That first pitch was ball 1. Ball number 2 from Luna.
Come on, Luna.
Luna looked over at first for a minute. That's going to be swung on and hit to center. Over the head of the center fielder. That's going to be trouble. That's going to score 1. And give Avila the RBI triple. Five hits now with 3 runs for the Broncos. Shortstop Cavina now batting for the Broncos. One out, runner on third for the Broncos. Trailing the Bobcats 7-3 in this District 2 6A finale. As Luna kicks some dirt off his cleat. Throws down to home. And there's that slider I was talking about whenever he was warming up earlier. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on third. As the Bobcats looking to get out of this top of the 6th with only giving up 1 run. That pitch was just a little outside. Tried to get the shortstop to chase that ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. It's a good pitch in there for strike number 2. 2-2 with 1 out, runner on third.
I know,
and here's the pitch from Luna. It's It's going to be a chopper back to first base. Ramon has no issue fielding and tagging first for out number 2.
Number 17.
The runner on third thought better of running.
Now batting number 17, Wiki De Leon.
Number 17, Wiki De Leon. The first baseman for the Broncos now up to bat. As Luna adjusts his ball cap, gets his call from the catcher, and he's ready to deliver a pitch. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. Sampson relays a signal over to Luna again. Swung on, pops it over to the Broncos practice area for strike number 2.
Battle right here.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. Broncos trailing 7-3 here in the top of the 6th. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Luna. Just a bit inside. Stopped by Sampson with no problem. So now the count's 1 ball, 2 strikes. To number 17, De Leon. That's going to be hit over to the second baseman. Snagged and thrown out to Ramon to end the top of the 6th. So 1 run on 2 hits for the Broncos. Trail the Bobcats now 3-7 going into the bottom of the 6th. And you're watching Central Bobcat Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Welcome back to San Angelo Central Bobcat Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. New pitcher for the Broncos was a shortstop. Now he's a pitcher. That is number 10, Alex Carrena. Now batting for your Bobcats, number 24, Ryan Ramon, the first baseman. Ramon's had a couple of RBI. A triple and a single. So he is 2 for 2 in today's game. Takes that first pitch swinging for strike 1. Takes a second pitch the same way as he took the first, swinging for strike 2. That pitch is just a little outside for ball number 1. The Broncos come in today's game with a 6-11 district record, 15-13 overall for the season. That ball was hit out to right field by Ramon. The right fielder tracks it down. So that's 1 out for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the 6th. And the Bobcats come into today's game 7-10 in District 2-6A, 12-20-1 overall.
Hi, Mister!
And now batting for your Bobcats is number 23, Highmaster. These Bobcats are going to be good for years to come. They got a lot of talent and a lot of youth as the pitcher tries to track that down whenever it's fouled over by the Bobcat dugout. So that is no balls, 1 strike to Caden Hammeister, with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. The Bobcats leading 7-3. That ball's hit in between right and center, and it's going to get down. Hammeister rounds first, going to second, rounds second, going to third, and he's going to have a stand-up triple. So good hustle there by number 23, Caden Hammeister, with a stand-up triple to get into scoring position.
Now batting, number 18, Tyler Price.
As number 18, Price, steps into the batter's box for the first time tonight, looking to get himself an RBI and put the Bobcats up 8-3. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Kalena started off the game at shortstop for the Broncos, now pitching, as Price fouls that one back into the fence for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on third. 1 out for the Bobcats. As that one's hit over to third, it's going to score a run, so infield sacrifice for Price. And now the Bobcats lead 8-3. So a fielder's choice RBI for Price. And now we have Garen Hart, number 17, at bat for the Bobcats. Ball was in the dirt for ball 1. Bobcats have scored at least 1 run in every inning so far today. So that's a good sign heading into the postseason. That's going to be ball number 2. Two balls, no strikes. That one's going to be hit into center. Center fielder jumped on it and got it for out number 3. So 1 run on 1 hit for the Bobcats. They now lead 8-3 going into the top of the 7th. So 3 outs away from getting a W for the Bobcats and going on to the postseason. You are watching Central Bobcat Baseball on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
Now pitching for the Bobcats is Tryson Nelson, brother of Kyson Nelson. He is the 6th pitcher for the Bobcats today, and he is facing number 6, Guerrero, the guy who started out for the Broncos pitching, as he fouls that one back for strike number 2. Last 3 outs for the Broncos if they want to continue to play the game today. As Snelson has a 0-2 count working against Guerrero. Strikes him out. Catcher will throw over to first and get the runner. So 1 out for the Broncos here, and top of the 7th.
Now come to the plate, number 14, David Sanchez.
And that's strikeout number 8 collectively for the Bobcat pitching staff today, as Sanchez steps into the batter's box, number 14 for the Broncos. Snelson winds and delivers, and that's going to be ball 1. It's going to be hit back up to the second baseman, throws over to Ramon for out number 2. So just like that, Bobcats away, 1 out away from wrapping this game up, securing an 8-3 win, and moving on to postseason here in Class 6A of the baseball playoffs. Number 15 takes ball 1 from Snelson. Just a little inside, ball 2. Number 15 is Gonzalez for the Broncos. Ball 3. So just like that, 3-0 is the count to Gonzalez. Snelson winds and fires, throws ball, strike. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Nobody on for the Broncos here in the top of the 7th. Strike 2, full count. So now the Broncos are down to 1 strike as Snelson delivers, swung on and barely got a piece of it to keep this bat alive. Snelson gets ready, throws down, strikes him out. And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen, as the Bobcats win 8-3 here against the Odessa High Broncos. We will be back to wrap this game up, go over some final thoughts as the Bobcats head into the postseason. Again, you are watching Bobcat Baseball on Concho Sport Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
For a healthy lawn landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Welcome back to San Angelo Central Baseball, brought to you by, on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. As the Central Bobcats beat the Odessa Bronchos 8-3 on a game that lasted just a little over 2 hours here today. This game was postponed Friday. Thought they might make it up on Saturday, but weather had other ideas. We're not going to complain because we needed the rain, but we got the game in today under clear skies and mid 90-degree weather. For the Bobcats, they came into today's game knowing that this game really didn't mean anything for them. Of course, you don't want to go into the postseason ever on a losing skid. So the Bobcats did go ahead and take care of business as they beat the Broncos 8-3. Lots of different pitchers for both teams today, as this was senior night here at Nathan Donsky Field. And the Bobcats had 9 strikeouts with, I believe, 6 different pitchers, possibly 7. They also did have 13 hits to go along with the 8 runs. The pitchers combined for only 2 walks, and again, they did have 9 strikeouts. So all in all, a really good performance for the Bobcats pitching staff. The game started off with Odessa in the top of the first, hitting a 2-run monster blast over the left field wall. So if you're a Bobcat fan at that point, you're thinking, well, you know, maybe we're going into the playoffs on a losing streak. However, the Bobcats pitching settled down. They came across and scored 1 run in each of the first 4 innings, and then scored 2 the next 2 for a total of 8 runs on 13 hits. So they will be playing a team from El Paso. So not really sure what the standings look like out in El Paso, but as far as I know, they will be playing a team from El Paso. We would like to thank SAISD for the privilege of being the official live streaming partner of San Angelo Central Bobcats and the San Angelo Lakeview Chief Athletics. Thank the schools, the teams, the players, and for getting to cover them. Thank all the sponsors for all the sports we've done this year. And thank the fans for supporting and watching us all year long, starting all the way back in the COVID era of August of 2020. It's been a crazy sports season. We would like to thank you guys for sticking with us. We'll see you in the fall this August for more Bobcat, Chief, and Wallhawks sports. And just like to say thank you to Shay Harris, the producer of Concho Sports Network, for allowing me to break in and do a little commentating this year. I'm normally behind the camera, so I just like to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to voice some of the sports. And so for Sean Lavelle, Concho Sports Network, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this evening and all season long. Good night, God bless, and I hope everybody stays safe out there.